Which, depending on your preference, Jason, you might like.
That could be a good thing.
Could be a great thing. Could be really horrific at the same time. As simple as trying to get the shot back onto Hobbit, can't find it. Bomb already planted for Gambit inside of the B site. Simple posturing back and forth, trying to get a shot from that doorway. Find that Exile's already up close as well in the corner, so even if they jump through, he's got a great lineup down that wall, and a ton of players to pop out and support him. When that time comes, he goes first, Boomich down. Hobbit's able to swing and catch out Bit, and I don't even think they're going to have a chance back into this. As simple as trying to find a kill. Exile even was able to rotate back to Cat. Catch off Perfecto Arches. Good round from him. He's going to find his third, and Electronic just wants to save the kit and the armor.
Yeah, that's a tough ass to retake like that in a 5-on-5. Exile with 3 kills. Perfecto not able to pick anyone off as they come into the site. And the retake just never even got underway. Even finding the final kill at the end. So 1-0 for Gambit. Easy pistol round.
Yeah, easy indeed. That was very quick and concise.
Easy peasy, as they say.
Lemon squeezy. When life gives you lemons, squeeze them.
What's that Portal 2 thing? Hold the thought. We'll get back to that later. Bit, there he is. 1 Degon to Hobbit up mid. Ooh, and the rest of Navi is content to go away with that lead, but Bit's going to stick around once one more, and now he's going to disappear in the smoke as well. And that's also the signal to Napoli that all the pressure has fallen back. 5-on-4 for Navi with underwhelming arsenal.
Molotov in the window. No one's going to be pushing it just yet. Bit and Perfecto swapping guns around as Bit wants the MP9 in case they do charge that position. Boomich already pushed up outside of the AK of his information that there's not much going on that side of the map, yet Electronic is still worried about Palace, so he's not rotated over just yet. As we can see, the 3 players, even though it's the man advantage, 3 players aside from Nafnir heading toward B. They're spotted out. Stay undetected, but he is spotted. They saw his head. They're able to wrap around onto him, and unfortunately, Element of Surprise was his only real chance in that situation. Yo, Axel, what up, bro? This guy's playing sick right now, Exile, as he gets another 2 kills in this round. 5 already in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, these first 2 rounds have been great from him. Huge impact, especially the entries onto this B bomb site, clearing Simple out from the van. It's so tough to play some of these CIS teams, and especially a team like Gambit. In the mid rounds, you can see, I mean, even in a 4-on-5, they're just so quiet everywhere there's going. There's no indication at any point for like 20, 30 seconds of where the next contact is going to be made. All of a sudden, I think, who was it at the A bomb site that made contact with 1 Gambit player, and then the other 3 burst out of the B halls. So it's tough to get a read, and it's tough to get in a good position.
So 2-0 in Gambit's favor. This time they will carry a little bit over as Bit still has the head armor as well as that MP9 to work with. Still not enough money on the CT side for a full purchase. Such is the way, such is the economy. It's taxes, I think, right? You know, they can't just buy the guns off the black market since they're a government organization.
Yeah, naturally, as it is, as you do.
Death and taxes, my friend. Smoke's gonna go deep from Boomich and watch for Simple as well. He knows fully blue. Trying to deny that from living properly, and therefore he is able to fall, or therefore he has to fall away. Window position. He did try to get a little bit lucky with a few spam shots, and he's going to relocate himself into connector, which is pretty natural for that position when they have to rotate. Did they actually block that? Electronic, can he see through? Ooh, that's tight.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No bueno.
Well, Gambit's still spread, just now pulling things together. Exile and Nathany picking up the bomb, and T-Spawn going to head towards the A bomb site, or the A portion of the map. Shiro's just holding out top mid boxes, making sure nobody pushes, nobody's gathering too much information. Navi at least have the a good number of bodies here at the A site. They've got 3 players with Boomich and Electronic very committed at site, and Cubby for a crossfire. Bit and Perfecto as well, just cheating out of market at the moment, so they might actually get here in time. Gambit, ooh, they've missed a window, so this actually could get a bit spicy.
Good. So far, Electronic is forced out by Flames. Exile again to get the kill onto him as Nafany walks in from Palace. Great shot onto Boomich, but Bit's got Shiro in return. Fact of the matter is, though, it's Exile's game right now, and everyone else is just playing along. He's got another 3 kills in this round, so phenomenal start from him, and phenomenally that he is the entry. That pretty much tells you everything you need to know about how this is going for Na'Vi. 8 kills now. As Hobbit goes down to Bit, he'll get his 3rd, and so far, he and Simple, the only 2 to get 4 total kills for Na'Vi in this game, which is kind of incredible when you think about that.
Yeah, the AK-47 is really nice, though.
It is nice. In fact, Exile, though, has more kills than everyone else combined.
Nice. Way to go, Exile. Yeah, he had the 2 entries in the B bomb site in round 2. He's got the entry here onto Electronic and the Cubby, getting the bomb site there, and even cleaning a few more players up as he went. Got a good game going for himself early on. We'll see if he can keep it up. Full losing bonus for the Na'Vi side if it'll lose this round. AWP out for Shiro. And as you mentioned, there's only 4 kills for the Na'Vi side across these first 3 rounds, so money is looking good for Gambit early on as well. Everything looking good for Gambit at the moment.
Yep, this is a perfect start. But as you say, the AK-47 for Bit gives them a little bit more to work with now on this T side. And that puts Perfecto more aggressively this time. Throws a deep incendiary as well as a nade on top of it just to see if anyone's forced forward in the kitchen. As Hobbit rotates back into the mid position from underpass. Simple's AWP watching off on Catwalk and as well as for the boost. Should they go for it? And they're considering it, but typically speaking, they don't boost directly right in front of the crosshair. They come around the corner from its right side. Smoke down. Additional smoke inside of connector. Bit not gonna be able to see them. If he swings out far enough, maybe if they go for the boost, he could spot it, but they're already considering that as well, and I think they just put, yeah, flash that direction. Just gathered and just a straight walk into connector, straight walk against Boomich. He gets 1. Exile's able to trade him out, but then he gets taken down by Electronic before Nafany responds and returns the favor. As Simple wants to work in from a smoke, as only Simple does, just straight into the site on timing. Will take the bomb down. Bits gets Shiro, and Na'Vi surely have the round as Perfecto will close it out. Did they get the op
nice. Back? No, they didn't. Well, Simple just buys it up right again. He had plenty of money. That's a good kill from Simple onto the planter, and important as well because Shiro was in connector zoned in towards Catwalk where Bit was patiently waiting to peek. That could have been an easy kill, but he turned to deal with Simple, and Bit's able to grab one from behind. A nice defense here in connector. Boomich and Electronic, both of them going 1 for 1. Round number 5 underway. Both teams really hurting for money. Huge, huge swing round early on in the map.
Backs off, knows that Axel, oh my god, came into the site. We switched cameras. I thought he was going to get that running headshot, but Perfecto instead wins out the duel this time. So now that Na'Vi's got the weapons to work with, they're starting to slow things down a little bit, and Gambit's happy-go-lucky approach to taking the entries doesn't quite work out, and they'll have to reconsider, but they are still at sandwich. Deep Molotov, not a smoke though. Simple still has a line of sight here, Jason, and this could be a huge problem for them.
Could be at the moment. There's going to be a follow-up smoke. Although they're going to cross, so Simple misses the shot. Nafany's going to plant the bomb. Electronic moving around the edge is going to try and catch him, and he does. 5 on 3 in the post plant for Na'Vi. Got themselves in good position with smoke on the bomb as well.
Want to return. Perfecto's equaling trades the other way, but Shiro's jumping out to try and get a shot. Got a 1-on-2 to work with. No utility left on anyone that is alive, as well as kits that are on the ground, so they've got to find those for Na'Vi. Consider that to be an extra second or 2, but looking away, timing is off. Bit's got the kill, and they'll have more than enough to get on this defuse.
Ooh, there he is. Good find for Bit working around that. 2 to 3, picking up the op as well for Simple, and that's the economic control in the early going for Na'Vi. They've forced the weapons away. It should be a small buy for Gambit, I imagine. 2-round loss bonus. Buy down to 2,000 perhaps. Nice opening kill from Perfecto. That was a heat check, I think, from Exile, but I respect the attempt. I respect the solo entry play just to see what you can get. That could have pulled so many rotations to the B bomb site and made that hit much, much easier. 3-2, still Gambit in the lead.
But this time we'll only have pistols to work with, so Na'Vi can answer back early on as Boomich pops out to see Nafni trying to sneak in through the smoke. Sandwich position for Electronic. We know when utility is up, that's a very dangerous position to be, but there isn't any this time, so he'll have potentially a very fantastic opportunity to take down Inters walking out from the Palace, as Bit will hold at mid. Bomb's working over toward A as well. Exile's the one with that this round, and potentially is just going to try to get in off the back of Inters finding a pick, but Bit having Hobbit down. Probably not going to get too far with it. He's already spotted as well, and there we go. Electronic baited in from the aggro. Inters trying to find information. I think this one's already done, Jason.
Yeah, just a matter of Shiro and Exile looking for some kills right at the end, looking for someone to walk into their crosshairs, but not going to happen for the moment. So Navi's going to tie things up at 3, and at the moment, it is pretty important that they just preserve the body count that they have still alive. Try and grow some of the money. Exile, big swing, only gets 1 tag, and now Shiro's giving up the game. They hear the footsteps, and he's going to go down as well. Round number 7 coming in.
Yeah, and Exile's only found 1 kill since they started losing rounds to Navi, so he's being halted. Again, those entries were great when he was up against round. Now they've got the guns up. Bit middle, nade. Goes to top. Gonna be a little late to do any damage to Hobbit, who makes his way over to the boxes.
Oh, look at this. They have the A-bomb site surrounded. This defense is going to be under a lot of pressure from a lot of different places, but that helps. Exile trying to get clever, trying to go in on contact, although Electronics picked off from Palace. That's Inters, and he had the bomb, so they have to know where the bomb is located. Oh, and Gambit's not even getting into the site. Perfecto's already on a huge flank through T-spawn. But Gambit might not even get there.
Shot back from Simple. Shiro goes down. As Nafni works up from Tetris, there's a Molotov down. That'll push them back a little bit, and he wants to try and sneak in again. 1 on 4. All he could really hope for at this point is a ball plant at best. Just trying to give him a bit of information with the shoulder peek. That allows Simple to put the shot directly back in, and it's now 4 for Navi.
Eric's timeout is called. We're going to talk things over, Gambit, as they've been shut down 4 rounds in a row. And you got to say as well, as much as we enjoy some of those plays from Exile, that's now 2 rounds in a row. He's gone for relatively risky entry attempts, and he's been taken down without a frag. First jumping down into the B bomb site by himself. Obviously designed, and this time contact walking up connector and trying to make it to jungle. He's picked off by Electronic there. Again, by design. But no chance of trades in either of those scenarios. Last 2 times these teams have met on Mirage, it's been Shiro and Nafni for Gambit that have powered the victories. Pretty impressive victories as well, 16-7, 16-11. They're both quiet at the moment, although all of Gambit is quiet outside of Exile.
Perfecto boosts his teammate up quickly. Simple up on top of the platform at the apartments. Bit, meanwhile, the catwalk position is going to try and get aggressive. Keep in mind that means there's 3 at B. And as well as that, they've also got Electronic and Connector, so a lot of pressure toward mid to try and slow down Gambits. Hey, Simple might get a shot at the op right now. He's got that gap. Oh, did he see the cross? He certainly knows there's got to be one in kitchen at this point in time. And he, I was going to say, makes no mistake on it, because it looked like he waited for that shoulder peek, but Exile gets the information. No kill either way, and Simple will fall off.
Has a nasty little jiggle. Hard to hit. Ooh, Electronic didn't spot the head. Almost pays for it. That had to have been close. The bullets fly by his ears, and Inters is going to try and make his way towards the bench to peek up towards Catwalk. Still, presence in mid, but not a whole lot of pressure being applied. Bit will eventually find Inters through the corner of the window. And Gambit, the rest of the players still kind of hoping for peaks with these deagles. Haven't really progressed anywhere special.
Inside the site, Simple is waiting now with it. Timing. He's actually just backed off that pillar position as they came, and now he knows he's got to get back into the site, so he'll do exactly that. Perfecto's in position. Want to go down, and Na'Vi looking comfortably in a position with only 9 seconds left on the clock to make this a 5th round for that. Good turnaround. 5 in a row now on the CT side. Gambit try and recuperate things a little bit, and the important thing to note as well, Jason, is during that 5 rounds, there was no, excuse me, there was one. There was one bomb plant.
One bomb plant. A singular bomb plant. Hasn't been a whole lot of kills in the past 3 rounds either. Gambit's only killed 1 Na'Vi player in the past 3 rounds. That's why you're starting to see Simple and Bit up at 10k. Perfecto's right there as well. Electronic pushing up mid. Turn for a flashbang. That's not coming just yet. Now, ooh, the nade is going to make him turn away. That's good damage. It's only Hobbit here. Oh, Electronic's going to back off. This is a little bit scary for him. It is eventually going to be a B split, but if he can handle Hobbit, that'd be huge. That's the alert coming up late. Catwalk, he hears it, and he's got it. Now they have to go into B.
Perfecto's here waiting for it, though. The smoke's down. Nafany's already got Bit back. Perfecto's going to get 1, and only 1 so far. As Shiro got Electronic, this puts pressure firmly on to Perfecto, and he is anything but. His Exile waits on top of the van for the shot. Simple's on the flank this time. Same angle we saw from his perspective last time on the reverse side as he tries to look through the sliver gap, and I think they're just going to hold for exits at this point in time. As Simple's AWP is extremely valuable, and they would love to get Shiro's out of his hands. So Gambit responds. We just finished saying they hadn't had a bomb plant in a while. They go right back to essentially what they did on the pistol, Jason, and go very aggressively toward the B site.
Yeah, and we saw Na'Vi have issues at the B bomb site throughout some of the other series and some of the other Mirage games they played in this RMR. So no surprise to see Gambit maybe leaning on it a bit early, seeing if it's going to buckle under the pressure. And it has. This round and just now. 4-5 as Gambit bring themselves within 1.
There's Hobbit in front of the screen. Gambit all together again today. We've seen Na'Vi playing from their apartments this week. Simple's gonna go toward the window. No Molotov. Doesn't care about the smoke. Oh, he's made that jump. He made that jump look easy. He's already on Catwalk inside of the smokes in return, and this could be a brilliant shot should anyone dare walk out. Flash the awkward. Nafany, I love it. That's great movement from Simple.
Boomage does go down, however. That's a play towards A ramp. So information denied. Nice kill from Hobbit, and the equalizing kill as well. And Simple going to reposition all the way to the other side of the map. He's going to take his up to the ticket booth. Electronic is there. Bit is over in jungle. He's tasked with the entire middle of the map. Looks like the bomb for Gambit is even coming back to the B bomb site. So a lot of switches. And again, Hobbit just placed at the top of mid to make sure rotations can't come in from Catwalk. Flanks can't come in when they're eventually into this bomb site. And Perfecto is going to be called upon once more.
So Hobbit waits at the chair. Does mean Perfecto needs to be very pattern. That control of Catwalk, but he reclaims it in style as he takes down Hobbit. But that is the key to kill on B, because they have to make a play with 31 seconds left, and they know one of the B players has vacated the premises. He's gone aggressive, and it means there's space they won't have the best positions in the post plant. Everyone's jumped inside of the site. They're not even going to leave one of the windows for that off chance that they'll have an angle or have vision on the bomb as Simple tries once again to get an opening shot, but Shiro's posted ready and lines up. Bit nearly got a chance for both. Simple couldn't find the trade in return, and Axile once again a great shot on Catwalk. They turned the round on its head, and that's all down to great intuition from Gambit to take away advantage gained on Catwalk, knowing that there's space in B.
Yeah, they said, all right, Perfecto's your B player, and he just gets a kill pushing Catwalk. All right, we'll take the bomb site. We'll hop right in. And they even turned, Axile turned directly to Catwalk to push into it, to attack Perfecto's position. Able to find that kill as well. And again, it's just another, there's like, you could see it in the mid portions of these rounds. It's just so quiet all across the map. It's so hard to read where Gambit's going to go. And it's hard to work up the courage to go for an information play because when they're that quiet, you never know if they're just sitting and waiting for it. 5-5. Simple's out of money. Electronics pretty low on cash, so we're digging deep into the Na'Vi bank.
Back and forth, Gambit, good recovery to pull back. Those 2 rounds, both on... Seen a lot of success from Grenade. Once the guns have come out, this time Axile gets underneath of the window. Takes a bit of damage from that flame. That Molotov timed that wrong, and that means that would have been audible, but I don't think anyone was close enough. Either way, they're going to have one inside a ladder now, as well as Electronic getting back inside that mid window. Nice nade. Nafny caught out by that from the early damage as well, and Electronic capitalizes on it.
Ooh, good finds. This passive defense working out real well. By virtue of Gambit's success at the B bomb site, Na'Vi actually kind of stacked an extra player there and played retake on A, and it's worked perfectly. Inters gets one at the end, but he's in a 1 versus 4. The bomb is down with 20 seconds, and Simple's going to put him away. 6-5, Na'Vi maintain a lead.
Yeah, well done. Good push Catwalk that time. Those weren't even through the smokes. We had the perspective of the smoke from jungle, but those were clean through connector from Cat. So good read by Na'Vi. Bit with quite a bit to say in between rounds this time.
Yeah, Bitwatch is going well. Matt, he's 10-3.
Bitwatch, I like it. Well, they're both going to go middle this time. Back's turned, waiting for flashes in. Simple wants to give them that. Now, a little too late. Luckily, Electronic, Bit, and Simple all get kills instead. They lose Bit in the process, and the round is over. That was very fast. That could have been ugly. The timing was way off.
I was going to say, if Simple actually threw that flash and they had turned from her, that would have been so bad. Ooh, get away with one.
I'd love to hear the comms on that. Like, iron flat foot. Oh, wait. Shit, they're there. Turn.
Yeah. And Bit gets shot in the head. All right, 7-5, round 13 underway. Up in the hands of Shiro once again. Simple still has his 8 kills for Simple.
He's going to look for a 9th right now in the AWP as he self-smokes him into mid, so that means he's got a bit of coverage toward connector, but guess who's waiting and saw that play transpire? Shiro, all too easy for him as he'll get the opening pick for Gambit. But the Bit takes back the Gam as he gets a kill on Inters.
Yeah, well, it's B once again, Matt. Perfecto's in trouble. Bit's got to hold on to Catwalk. That's great. That allows Perfecto to chill a little bit. Doesn't have to worry about getting too many kills. Swings out, and Bit's got another. It's a 3-on-2, and Bit needs to survive as long as possible. Gambit isn't even worried about him for the moment. They're looking for the rotations. They're looking for the players coming in, and Hobbit knows Electronic. He saw him, didn't know he crept out. Shiro's left in a 1 versus 2, and he's going to hunt him down. No scope, doesn't connect through the smoke. He's getting flanked out this whole time, and yeah, that's an easy one for Boomich. So the danger is swept aside by Na'Vi. A great hold from Bit from Catwalk. He's up to 14 kills.
Yeah, very well done for him, and that's been the problem when they lose B. This time they try and take it from middle. First kill was great. Second one, Nafny just walked into it, unfortunately, but then it's easy for him. He knows 2 kills down, turn back to B, watch the site. watch the score increase to 8, so halftime, at least they'll be in the lead, but that may not mean much as we get Gambit back on the pistols, and my god, they're gonna go fast. Forget slow tactics on these rounds, forget the egos being a case or cause for concern. Hobbits takes out Boomich, reverse firebox for Electronic, no one's seen it yet, and trigger discipline, yeah, they'll yield to. Went a little early, but they still walked out, it was good enough, and Electronic finds his third before finally Nafany puts him in the ground. But that bomb in the open, single smoke towards jungle, good headshot, actually did dink Simple, but it's 9 now for Na'Vi.
Nine for Na'Vi. Looking good. This is a very, very nice half they're putting together. Looking to complete it with a 10.
Do see people asking in chat if this is live, Jason. Of course it is not. We recorded this months ago.
Yeah, we thought we'd get it out of the way early. To set you guys up for a bit of fun. Ooh, good mid push. Exile with a nade in his hands, and Boomich is going to have a lot of attention. They're up ramp, swinging on his position. He's got one, and that's about all you could ask for. Shiro, great job watching his teammates back as Electronic swings into the open for the fight. So 3-on-3, and Gambit can choose to slip away if they want. They've got the utility for it.
Enters firebox hold, no bomb plant yet, and that's why they call it firebox. As Simple's gonna light it ablaze. That'll force the movement from Enters. Nice shot by Enters in return as well.
Shiro's going to be with the bomb alone while his teammates are up in A. What a risky play this is, but it's probably going to work out.
Yeah, it means he's got the B side alone, but this is okay. Now it's better because now you've also got Nafany leaving the site, which means he guarantees himself to be alive a little bit longer. But they realized it. They're starting to rotate. They check middle, jump, no underpass position. Oh, this is going to be tight. It's going to be quiet. I think Nafany goes down here, so at least he's there for the post plant, but he's going to fall early. It'll still be information. Now I say this, the timing as well, though. Enters, is he also going to go hallways? He is. This is a sandwich position bit. He might get the one single kill on Nafany if he's even fortunate enough to find him, but then he's a sitting duck. He's in the open. Oh! Nice shot by Simple. Pick gets the one kill, but Enters gets the response. To the fact that Simple got that kill early, he can't just go straight for this bomb. He knows he's going to be challenged, but it's Simple. He's going to try and hold this. He's actually going to try and hold this. Oh, no, Enters. I thought he was going to miss that shot, but it goes 9-6.
Ooh. Well, when Simple starts that off by getting a jumping Tech 9 coming around Catwalk, I felt like he just was going to take the win for no good reason. Nice round from Gambit. That is a risky play to send the bomb with an AWP out on its own in that fashion, but it works out just fine. 9-6. Fake Cloud9.
I don't get it. Is the fake Cloud9 just a clown? We'll call Henry G and ask him. I'm confused.
He'd be the expert.
He'd know all about it. Well, it'll be A instead of B for the pistol of Na'Vi. Say that knowingly that Gambit went to B in the first round. Oh, Hobbit. Well, he'll remember. Won't forget this round either, as Bit takes him out of the picture very quickly, very concisely. As Shiro now knows the bomb's planted, we'll wait at Ticket and try and get some information. He's not going to wait very long, though. Wants into the site immediately, and to the reverse fire side he'll go with Bit around the box. Boomich, that was a great time to look at it, is on the flank. They're working through the hole. Shiro's got one. Taps the bomb to force the piece, force the hand of Na'Vi, and in comes Boomich from behind. Long shots, though. The fact that he went for the long shots just tells Inters that he's there, and I feel like that could have been executed far more greatly, as Perfecto is the next one, but they'll have to turn it on a Simple who gets kills instead, and Na'Vi do hold on.
Yeah, I mean, it is. He could have waited and had a cleaner fight, and could have held his trigger a little bit, but regardless, he causes so much chaos that after that fact, time is of the essence, and Gambit just can't ever actually coordinate them to properly retake that bomb site. So many Na'Vi players in different positions and different angles. Nice entrance from Bit, and then just outlasting Gambit on this retake. 10th round for Na'Vi as they take the pistol. And a decent lead, but they've got to get through this buy. Deagles and a CZ with a scout on Shiro.
Gambit with a couple of shots back into connector. Smoke goes down at the top of the stairs, and he's just trying desperately to spray in. Find something. That'd be a solid B hit. All 5 players on that side now enter smoked and absolutely destroyed. Perfecto finding the headshot. Meanwhile, though, Electronic holds inside at corner, so he'll be able to cover off the wall, and no one's even going to bother from Gambit. So this one's done as well. Jason, we go to 11 now for Navi. This is a good response, considering the last 2 times these teams have gone head-to-head on this map in particular. Gambit has had the better of them.
And 11 was the closest they got, so it looks like at least in this map they might be able to overcome that. This is a good-looking Navi we're seeing at the moment. And it's a Navi that's doing pretty good. It's not a hard carry by anyone. This whole team is kind of is pitching in. Electronic at 15, Bit at 16, Simple at 13, Perfecto and Boomage at 10. But it's nice of Gambit. Save these weapons. This round was out of control way too early, and you get to try again in the next round. You still have 4 very dangerous players on the server.
For those players still Exile leading the way, but remember he was on 8 kills after 3 rounds. He now sits at 12. Bit, meanwhile, down at middle. It's going to go aggressive. No, he's not. I thought he was going to be a little more aggressive than that. I thought he was going to try and take Catwalk, but Smoke dissipating a connector. He doesn't want to pass that position, but also needed to be aware that Shiro was staring that down, so he'll give up the Gambit, shall we say, on that play. That's Perfecto inside of the site, wants to swing around, but it's Shiro and Hobbit. They come back with pistols and a scout for each of them. As Boomage gets 1 in response. It's 3-on-3, Mac 10 for Inters to work with, and with 53 seconds, Bit starting to figure out what's going on at the A site instead.
Yeah, but he's got to help the bomb actually get into the site. There's so much to clear in that direction. Simple's doing it all on his own at the moment. There's a Deagle waiting in CT spawn, and he's going to pounce. He's going to start walking out. He's got Bit. Simple gets away, but Boomage is brought low. This is going to be a tough 2-on-2.
Very tough 2-on-2. Boomage. Simple. They're going to rotate this all the way around toward Palace, but CT's already coming in from the stairs, from tickets. Boomage with 14 HP probably wants to be the one to swing a little bit later in this situation as Hobbit taps the bomb, tries to force the hand of Navi. They'll suspect that they're up to something, but time is of the essence, and gone is the round as Hobbit will have to run away having collected on Simple. Just like that, we find ourselves the Navi on 12, so they've bettered Aces at 11. It's been flagging.
They sure have. They lost everyone in order to get there, but they'll be all right with it. 6-round lead at the moment over Gambit. Hobbit's able to salvage an AK-47, gets to keep the armor that he had in round 2, so drops an AWP over to a teammate. That preserves a lot of economy for Shiro. They got to start eating into this lead, though, or else Navi's just going to run away with it. 5 AKs for the offensive side.
Simple, good shot, takes out Hobbit immediately. Very fast to the site. Hobbit certainly had a tough game trying to get any momentum going. 8 and 17 for him, although that said, I mean, you've got 8 and 14 for Nafny, you've got 8 and 13 for Winters. Shiro's only on 9. It's really all about Axel, but Shiro's got Boomich down, so that'll be 1 more for his total as he hits double digits. Navi's just winning all of the duels. Not a lot of space being given, and what a pace we're seeing today as well. You know, we talk about CIS region being much slower, much more methodical in their approach, running out of time often still, as Navi did for years. But today, this game in particular, Seems like a grudge match between the two of them as Inter stands behind the pillar, using that smoke to his advantage, wants to use it to stay completely revealed, but the Molotov crept in behind him, and 2 ticks of damage gave Bit the information that he was up close. He's able to get the kill, and Nafany falls. As Shiro has to back away and save the AWP. It's now another unanswered round for Navis. They'll hit 13.
Update on Bitwatch, because that's a really cool play by him. He drops out of the window with the bomb, just leaves the bomb at the site, and decides to go take care of the player. I think there's an Inters on Catwalk. He did not want to let him just chill there, did not want to let him wait. And the Molotov spread just at the perfect moment. So good double kill from Bit on Catwalk, and a secured round for Navi, 13-6. And I think we're going to have to see a timeout out of Gambit, because they're going to have to decide what to do. They have the full losing bonus, and Shiro's going to be able to drop 2 weapons. I have a sneaking suspicion they're going to go for the buy.
We'll see if they even go for the timeout. Yeah, they have. I can confirm that. You guys are seeing replays at home. I've got a little more information. They trust me these days with these things. It's weird. Simple looks rather animated there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's hyping up his boy. I mean, it's a cool opening as well. You have Simple going up A ramp to take a duel. You have Boomich was going at down mid ramp and up Catwalk to essentially find a duel. Both of them going at that pace together is like, one of you is going to find an opening somewhere. Like one of you is going to have a good opportunity, and both of them end up getting a kill. 13-6. Gambit's fully invested. 2 M4s dropped over to Exile and Inters. Hobbit and Nafany dropped down to the FAMAS with utility. 2 kits as well. So they've scraped together actually a very strong defense for this round.
Start successful, though, as Shiro finds kill number 1 in the rounds on the AWP. For jungle, Nectar, and Ticket, standard A-take formation. Watch Nafany, he's the one pulling the ball utility, and this is why this spot is so powerful. Has to extinguish the flames himself, however. And that means they know he's there, but that's why the crossfire exists. That's why they try and push in and distract, and Nafany successfully takes down Bit with the help of Hobbit. But it's Perfecto and Electronic that was spawned immediately, and Shiro tries to get up on top of the east stairs, can't find the kill immediately and has to back away. Exile only good for 1, Simple creates him. And it's on to Hobbit to hold from the back of the site, but they've done it. They've held on just enough, chaotic as it were. And a lot of that comes down to Hobbit staying alive, able to push through the smoke and just distract as they wanted to wrap onto Nafany.
Yeah, that was painful. That was tough for Navi. A very grindy battle, but I mean, again, good kills, good economic damage done. They'll be able to. They've done enough to, I think, to give themselves another buy if they want it, but money's a little bit busted. They could make the smart, or I'm not going to say smart, but they could make a conservative decision and do a half buy or a couple AK-47s and mostly saving if they want, or mostly half buying. So that's what this timeout is for. Figure out how they want to play the economy. And Gambit, that's just the first of many steps they have to take to close this gap. 13-7.
And we'll get back into it with
this
guns.
Is their pick as well.
That is a good point, yeah. I mean, like we say, though, this series is pretty traditional in terms of map picks, so... we didn't get the greatest map in the pool today, Jason.
You're loving it. You're loving the early days of Ancient.
I'm all... Let's go. Perfecto will go through the underpass. And he's not going to be alone in middle. In fact, 3 teammates, one directly beside in the form of Bit. Simple and Boomich at the top side of middle. Now Bit's left alone. Perfecto's actually gone back down through underpass, but he's running, and Shiro's on catwalk. So he'll have some inclination as to what's going on in this one. Off the corner. Axel tried to get up in top of ladder. That's a great find from Boomage because that takes so much control away from Gambit. You can already see Shiro shuffling, knowing that there's a chance they can get back into the window, and that's exactly where they want to go as Boomage already inside of the site has Nafny down. Hobbit forced once again to scurry away from the CT stairs. Shiro and Hobbit, all that remain for Gambit as Na'Vi look to secure 14 and double up once again on that of only the 7 rounds of Gambit as the bomb is planted. There's a kid on 2 of them. But again, that money, Jason, do you just call this?
I think you got to at this point. You don't have any smokes either. You don't know. You don't really know. You have nothing to flush any players out of any position. So I think Hobbit's just posturing to make sure they're not chasing too early. Simple's already in the B halls. And Shiro and Hobbit are going to be stuck in CT spawn. It's Inters who's in the most danger at the moment from Simple. Bit looking at the murder hole as well. Here comes Simple. Any drop would be heard. Simple's going to win that battle. Hobbit wins in CT spawn. And Na'Vi, ooh, at least Simple's going to continue to chase, but I think Gambit's going to get away with these 2 guns. That's a cool decision from Na'Vi. You pop flash Boomich into the window room, into the ladder room. He gets the kill onto Exile, and that feels to the defense like Catwalk is about to be under attack. They've taken control. It's a staging for the B bomb site, for a split onto the B bomb site. But immediately Na'Vi turn around and push through a top con smoke to attack A. And you had one defender pushing to A ramp to find some kind of safety, got blind and picked off. It's just a surprising point of attack after a Catwalk death.
Perfecto looking to line up a smoke toward the A side. The bomb is dropped over by the stairs at B. Shots from Bit rain out toward Connector, but Boomich wins out against Exile, and Boomich will win out against Nafny as well. Exile's on 13. Again, that means he's had 5 in 19 rounds. Because he was at 8 after round 3 as Electronic finally gets Inters down. But he and Shiro actually did a tremendous job for Gambit of giving them a chance in this round. B, a site open, but the rotation already in place. Hobbit needs to be careful not to block Shiro's line of sight as he tries to work in. No bomb plant yet, and Hobbit's up close. Is he going to be spotted? No, he's not. Shiro's got the shot onto Simple, which means Hobbit knows he can wrap onto the planter. And they do concede the plant. Do they know that Bit's on the flank? They've got a kit. They're going to get right on it. I think that this wins it. I don't think Bit was close enough to know that they're on the defuse. He hasn't heard this, and now he's sitting in the open. Needs to be careful. Now Hobbit will stay alive, but he gets a gun away from Shiro. Importantly, it's the AWP as well.
Yeah, they'll drop him one over. Nafany's he had exactly 4750, so you want to talk about getting the short end of the stick. He's going to be playing this next round with a glass cannon FAMAS. Shout out to Nafany. What a champ. 14-8. Na'Vi just lose track. That retake coming as the bomb gets planted. Just one small detail.
In a good position, but Exile, that's exactly when he wants to jump up on the windowsill. And he spots the feet and then gets the kill as a result.
That last round, Matt, I'm hoping it doesn't come back to haunt Na'Vi. That's one of those rounds where you got a chance here to put away the best team in the world, 14-8, a team that's beaten you the last 2 series. That's a round that you got to take when you have that kind of an advantage, and this could get really difficult from here. If Gambit eventually gain the upper hand of the money and they start having full buys with utility, and Na'Vi's got to save a couple, it's going to be tough to get this momentum back.
A lot of utility thrown out toward jungle. Electronic pushing in. We've had Na'Vi playing the late games the last 2 days on stream, 3 now including this one. They made short work of the other 2, but today's opponent much more promising, much more prominent, and yet still a score going their way this round, perhaps not, though, as it's down to Electronic at 20 HP versus 3 Gambit members. And two of them in fantastic health.
He's just thinking one more kill. That's his goal. One more. One more. He almost had it. Almost had the chance, but Hobbit snaps over fast enough and not enough HP to continue to take that fight. 14-9. And Gambit's finally done it. They've taken the buys. They've taken the rifles away from Na'Vi. So should be an easier time for them to get at least to double digits. As Na'Vi have got to sit back and let this losing bonus put some more cash in their pockets moving forward.
Double digit looking likely now for Gambit as we head towards B. This time for Na'Vi, they've left the ball behind. They'll grab it now. Or they won't. They'll just put it into the key. The locked door. Incendiary under the window once again. Corner boost nearly catches out Nathany, but he gets the shot back on a bit before the Glock can do any, or excuse me, rather the Tech 9 can do any damage. As Shiro finds Boomich instead. And should have another one. Good find on Simple. Using the elevation of ticket to his advantage. I think we're just in standard procedure. I need to stop making predictions, Jason. Or as Murray Walker once said, I don't make predictions, I just say prophecies that are immediately proven true.
Oh, that's fair. Who's that? Some Canadian sportscaster?
What? Are you kidding me?
Say the name again?
Murray Walker, the greatest sports commentator of all time, passed away this year, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's fine. He was like 98 years old, so.
Hockey, I'm assuming?
No, Formula One.
Ah. Well, I guess there's a reason why I didn't recognize the name.
It's fine. He actually is a legend. It's cool. Now I understand why your casting's not so good, Jason. You've been looking up to the wrong people.
I've never looked at Murray Walker. Been watching too many damn baseball commentators.
Oh, well, that explains everything.
14-10. Simple with the AWP. Shiro with his as well, obviously, and a little bit of money, a little bit of a cushion behind Gambit's buy for the first time probably in this whole half. Here we go, round 25. Simple looking aggressive towards the B bomb site, not going to commit. Molotov's even going to force him away. Deep Molotov, and Boomich has control of top mid. It's a 2-1-2 for Na'Vi.
Interesting now because they've slowed it down so much. We talked about the pace and that Na'Vi didn't really want to respect Gambit's defense today, and that things were looking very promising in that regard. But now, Jason, now that there's a little bit of pressure, it seems like it's back to that slow style of trying to dissect the defense.
Yeah, now those risky plays of barreling up a ramp are a little bit more costly in your mind, aren't they?
I think absolutely. Yeah, that's so true. And Simple and Electronic will make it work, though. Boomich also gets Nathany, and immediately they call the save on Gambit. It'll be map point for Na'Vi. Well found as soon as they get back onto the guns.
Oh, no. That's not ideal. Exile even burned right at the end. And Inters is going to run. $1,400 losing bonus. This is going to be painful for a few players. There's a cushion, but it's not much. There's not going to be an up on the field of play for Gambit in the next round. They don't have the money for it. Inters, if he survives, which it looks like he will, no one's on the hunt for Na'Vi, will be able to drop one weapon. That'll go over to Hobbit. But, I mean, outside of that, it's going to be a pretty scrappy fight for Gambit. They got to win 5 straight to force us into overtime, or else Na'Vi's going to steal away their map and go up 1-0 in the series.
Yeah, which is, I think, very significant. And, you know, as of late, the trend has been in favor of Gambit, but you go back to DreamHack and Na'Vi, It's not like they can't beat Gambit. It's not like they're not capable of it. It's just lately Gambit's been outdoing them online, and we know that Navi wants to get that #1 spot in the world back. We know they've got a point to prove against Gambit, and even though this is a group stage match, not the final of this event, they want that ranking, so every match to them is extremely important against these two. Ooh, that flash timing. Boomich was still slightly blinded. Nafany nearly had a chance to capitalize, but Boomich spotted him. Nafany very smartly realizes that and backs away, but that just brings Exile back into the picture, and he takes out Boomich to start the round.
That's been the mid presence for Navi for most of this half. They're content with a 5-on-4, backing away. So mid control is ceded to Navi, but Gambit setting up a defense that kind of prevents them and from going anywhere else. Keeps them contained in mid. 3 through connector. Electronic waiting at A ramp, and Bit's already up. He's going to wrap around. Shiro could be in trouble. SMG. This can sometimes be a difficult fight. Good kill from Bit, and they're waiting for that swing. There's the SMG. Simple cannot transfer over in time. He's got no HP. He can't ever make the cross.
Even worse now because all the nades in the world get thrown in his direction. They had to take him out of the round. Bomb down inside a connector. Electronic wants it. I don't think he's aware that it's to jungle, but the smoke's still in position. And Electronic managing to find Inters can now at least recover the bomb. Can he even run it to B? He's gonna try to hold him out with the Molotov, but Exile manages to get back inside the flames and find the kill.
That's rough. That's real tough. I don't think there's any reason why Electronic would have expected him to be there. Molotov for the safe passage, but yeah, Exile had it beat. 15-11, excuse me. Costly win from Gambit.
Costly win indeed. Now we'll see what sort of response Navi can come up with, because this is the last buy for a while. They've got a few rounds still in the buffer, but they're going to want to wrap this game up immediately.
Yeah.
Exile again, the good entry, this time traded, but Shiro does one better and finds none other than Simple. We snap him down a little bit. The headshot available to Perfecto. Instead, though, Hallman has the kill. Perfecto, now the only one left alive versus 3, needs an ace in the round. Oh, excuse me, Boomich got 1, so he needs 4 in the round. That's how that works. Maths.
This is a great win from Gambit. In these last 2 rounds, they've been really aggressive in the early stages towards middle. They're trying to at least make it costly for Navi to take control of that part of the map. Not really fully committed to denying it altogether, but they're happy with the 1 kill and to dip away. This time they got 2 with some of those extended fights. And 45 seconds for Perfecto to work with. Again, kills, name of the game for Perfecto, but that silver lining isn't mattering as much. Look how passive Gambit is. All of them are in positions where they can spot out the final destination of Perfecto and survive and wait for their teammates. Inter is perhaps the most committed to his position, but that would be a tough ask for Perfecto to hit this shot coming up catwalk.
I mean, if he does, he not only can get a bomb plant down, but he's got a 1-on-2 that's very winnable. So oh my goodness, I thought Inters was going to get caught out. The fact that Perfecto spotted him.
Yeah, it's a tough angle.
All right.
That's a tough angle.
It's super tough, but just something in me, Jason.
Yeah.
Something in my loins said that was very believable.
You can feel it in your plums.
My plums don't feel often, but they did there.
That one. 3-round lead now for Navi. It's dwindling.
It's Boomich that's going to work up this time. He's slowing it down ever so slightly. We did say there was a round or 2 of buffer that Navi could have, but this is not a comfortable position in these games. I mean, we've seen it so much over the years that no lead past 9 is safe when the economy is certainly not working with you as well. Shiro, I'm surprised he saw that. That was very quick to try and respond. Didn't fly down. Axel is going to close out the round. Navi just walk into a blender, and there's a smoothie of Navi bodies at middle.
Yeah, nice setup in mid from Gambit to be ready for that. Everyone's standing on the ground and taking the fights. Cash flow's feeling good for Gambit's defense. AK's on the board for Navi. No AWP out for Simple. What are they going to choose to do here? Previously in their Mirage games, it was Boomich who took over towards the end to help them close it out. Some fantastic kills in middle, but he's been neutralized a few times in the past 2 or 3 rounds. It's a 6-1 run for Gambit to bring this back within striking distance. This time, it looks like the B bomb site will be tested. All 5 players from Navi on that side of the map.
Max still trying to back away. He was so instrumental in the early rounds to the first half on this part of the map. Thinks about a smoke instead, throws a short incendiary. That vision, which he will, I thought, used to his advantage. He thinks they're going to rush. That nade from deep was a guaranteed kill, but instead Electronic is found by Shiro, so they got the man either way, but they'll go down afterwards as they jump up onto the balcony, and Perfecto swats them like a fly to the ground. And Shiro managing to at least keep the lead in the favor of Gambit, and the dream for overtime alive as Simple goes on the lurk. Now, bombs that connector, that smoke, and this is even better. Oh, this is even better. He goes through it. They think that's to give him coverage. He baits out the AWP, but Simple thinks better and goes back through. He's trying to find his way through. He's still stuck on it. Does he know where he is? Okay, he does. He's gotten inside because the bomb wants to go back over to B, and it's caught. If he had been able to cut off the rotations, it would have been one thing, but he knows he needs to get the plant with 29 seconds. It's all about team game for Simple. It's all about obligation, and this plant will go behind boxes. Those boxes are wallable. Shiro's up on the AWP, but it's Nafany that's on Cat that would have had the lineup, so no chance for it yet. And as a result, we sit in the 2-on-2. Hits on both players, flash and grenades, and Perfecto spots the first. Simple through the box. We've seen him make this shot before. We've seen him in a similar sort of pinch, but this time he's on a